Hi, my name is Pastor Paul. I've been a senior pastor for about 16 years and married for about 30. And today I am excited to share with you 8 proven principles of what true love looks like. If you've ever asked yourself, is the person I'm with, are we truly in love? Is the person I'm with, are they the one? By the end of this video, I want you to know 8 proven, clear characteristics of what true love looks like. And maybe, just maybe, you've found the one. Let's get into it right now. Well, hello, welcome to the Life Tree Guild. We're so glad you're here. Today we are talking about true love. 8 signs of true love. And the first sign is so important. True love is patient. Say patient. Say it out loud. Go ahead, in your room. Patient, it's patient. True love is patient. It's true. And what does that mean, though? Let's unpack that a little bit. Patience, it's this capacity to endure wrongs. Your loved one makes a mistake. Your loved one is in a difficult situation. They make a mistake, and it's your capacity to endure that mistake with patience and stick around, right, and love them despite the mistake, right, without leaving or without losing your temper. In other words, patience endures. It endures challenges. True love endures challenges and the imperfections and all of the mistakes that the one you love makes. Isn't that what makes them them, right? All of those unique characteristics make them them. It doesn't get angry easily, right? So if your partner makes a dinner and they burn the lasagna or they crisp the steak in a way that you don't like it, you don't react with anger in a way that breaks down that person. But it embraces the faults because it understands that faults and mistakes are opportunities to learn to grow into a healthy relationship, right? So faults help each other learn and help each other become more healthy together. Patience is key. True love does not keep a scorecard. It does not keep a scorecard. It doesn't keep a record of wrongs. True love doesn't keep a scorecard. And what I mean by that is it doesn't dishonor the other person by having a list of their faults or their mistakes, as if true love is going to have this list of my mistakes and have this list of your mistakes, and we're going to compare, and I guess the one with the least amount of mistakes is the best, right? It doesn't make any sense. So look, true love doesn't keep a scorecard of wrongs. When you're wrong, right, maybe it's clear that the one you love made a mistake. The response, a true loving response isn't, look at them, look at you, look how stupid you are, look at the mistake that you made, right? See how I'm better than you, right? No, it doesn't say that. It doesn't do that. True love does the opposite, right? It does the opposite. It honors. True love builds up, right? It builds up the other person. It doesn't keep a scorecard of things they've done wrong so that you can, I guess, use them in future arguments. No, it doesn't do that, right? It forgives. It erases the mistakes. Better yet, it encourages through the mistakes. It uses the mistakes. True love always seeks to build up the other person, not belittle them. So maybe we come together and we use the mistakes to grow healthy in our relationship, to affirm one another that we are human and we're all going to make mistakes, not tear each other down, but to encourage one another and not discredit and break each other down. One of my favorite authors is C.S. Lewis, and he has this quote about pride. He writes, "A proud person is always looking down on things and people. And of course, as long as you're looking down, you cannot see something that is above you." Man, I was thinking about pride and how true it is that true love is not proud. True love, at its very heart, is other-centered, meaning it's focused on the health and the well-being of the other person, right? How can you serve the other person? How can you love the other person? What can you do for the other person? You put the other person first, right? True love doesn't really have pride, and we should say an unhealthy pride in it, right? It is not self-seeking. It is not selfish. It is other-oriented, right? And there's this really interesting concept about how pride is associated with arrogance. And arrogance is this sense of superiority, this sense of self-focus at the expense of others. And true love is the opposite. True love is not proud. True love is not self-seeking. How do you know if you found the one? How do you know if it's true love? Unhealthy pride isn't a part of it. Well, some of you maybe have seen over in the corner here, I have my samurai sword. I picked it up for you. Here it is. It's super cool. And boy, we could chop down some stuff with this. And trust me, I've tried to chop down some trees with it and other things. And but here's something about true love. True love always protects, right? True love is protective. It actively shields and safeguards the other person, the well-being of the other person that you love. True love protects, and it protects in a lot of different ways. It protects physically, where you might use your samurai sword, no, but it does protect physically, and protects your home. It protects the person and their physical well-being and their health and all of these things. It also protects emotionally. Do you understand? Somebody who loves you truly is protecting your emotion. They are about you being emotionally and spiritually and physically healthy, right? So at LifeTree, this is what we call our little fun channel here, LifeTree, because it's all about growing healthy relationships, right? So true love always protects. And protection isn't passive. Protection is not reactive. Protection is active. It actively confronts evil. It actively confronts that which may bring about the harm of those you love, right? It actively confronts challenges. And true love protecting is about helping to carry the weight of your family, of those you love, right? It's helping to protect and carry the weight when necessary. True love always protects. All right, I'm so proud of you guys. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're talking about true love. And it's such an important topic because people have a lot of questions. Pastor Paul, how do I know if I love this person? How do I know if I should marry this person? Or maybe they're married and they're like, how do I build my marriage? How do I love my person more, right? Well, there's one key. There's one more key that I want to share with you. And this may be the most important one. I don't know, arguably, maybe. Trust is necessary for true love. Trust is necessary for true love. This doesn't mean that true love is naive or ignorant or unaware, right? It doesn't mean that. To trust someone means you are ready to believe the best about that person. So, for example, maybe some damaging news comes in. Somebody says something somewhere. Some damaging news comes to your family, right? If you trust that person that news is about, you are very, very slow to believe that damaging news. Why? Because you've built trust, right? Trust is built on consistency. Trust is built on consistent, reliable, honest behavior over time. And so this is key. And without trust, you really can't have a foundation for a relationship at all. And so trust is very, very, very important. Trust both ways, transparency both ways, trust in the relationship. Trust is a key to true love. All right, this is a good one. This is an important one. True love is hopeful. Write the word hopeful. Are you hopeful? Are you hopeful in your relationship? Are they hopeful for you? This means that true love doesn't just give up, because there's a difficult situation. A person who truly loves you wants the best for you. They want to help maintain a sense of optimism and expectation in your relationship, right? They see the future as hopeful. They see you as being successful. They see you as someone who has a great future, and they want your best always, right? They're not about one-upping. They're not about trying to overcome. I hear a lot of people say to me, well, we're very competitive as a couple. And I understand that. Some friendly competitiveness is okay. But competitiveness that crosses the line where you no longer want the best for the one you love, that doesn't actually work, because now you're not being hopeful for that person, right? You want their best in everything they do, even when things are very, very challenging. They see, to be hopeful means they see the potential in you, right? They see how you can succeed, right? They see all of this potential, and that means they're hopeful. True love is an attitude that you have rather than just a feeling that you have. It's an attitude, not just a feeling. There's a great psychologist and doctor, Gary Chapman, one of my favorite out there, who quotes this. He says, "True love, the kind of love that keeps a couple together for a lifetime, is not a feeling, but an attitude." It says, with the help of God, I'm going to do everything I can to enhance the life of the one I love, to enhance the life of my spouse. I think this is really important. It's an attitude we choose. It's an action that we take. It's a choice that we make to love our spouse as Jesus loved his disciples. Now, I don't want to get overly spiritual on you here, but there is a spiritual truth at play. There's a concept here that can't be avoided, and that is this attitude to choose to love even when we don't feel loving. Even when we don't feel loving, we choose to remain true. We choose to be hopeful, right? We choose all of these other characteristics, and that's how you know. That's how you know that it's true love, right? It's an attitude that chooses to love our spouses as Jesus loved his disciples, right? And Dr. Chapman asked three really good questions, and I wanted to just share those questions with you today. Number one is this: what can I do to help you? Second, how can I make your life easier? And third, how can I be a better husband or wife or friend to you? In other words, this relationship is not just about me. This relationship is not just about what I can get out of it. This relationship is about what I can give to it. This relationship is not selfish, right? It's selfless. And it is me saying, I love you this much that I want to give you this much. And how can I be a better friend to you, a better husband or wife to you? True love does two things. True love plays and rejoices together. Let's talk about that just real quick. True love finds what I call a common ground. A common ground, things that you love to do together, right? True love finds a common ground, things that you can explore together, things you can play. You can go to that historical site. You can do this project together in your home, or you can do this art together, explore this business together, or whatever it is. It finds a common ground, and you enjoy playing together. There's a true rejoicing in your relationship, right? Playing together. Having lots of joy in your relationship is possible because of a common ground. So you ask me, Pastor Paul, how do we build a common ground? How do we find a common ground? It's simple. A common ground can be found because of your faith in God, because of your understanding of who Christ is in your relationship, because you know who Jesus is in your faith and your relationship together. You find that common ground, and everything's built from that common ground. Do you understand? The faith is built, the common ground is built on the faith, the shared faith, and then joy, relationship, trust, everything else that we've talked about is built around that. Without a common faith, there's no real foundation for a real relationship. And so you certainly can't have a joy-filled relationship. I have a lot of people who come into my office and they often ask me, how do I fix my marriage? How do I fix my relationship? Or they're asking, how do I know if this is the right person for me? And so I start from the foundation, from the common ground. How is your faith together? Right? I didn't say, do you guys attend church together? I said, how is your faith on a common ground? Do you understand this together? Do you build joy? Do you build rejoicing? Do you build trust on the common ground of who Christ is in your life and in who Christ will be together for the both of you? And so these are so important things. So let's review real quick that love is patient. Love is patient, right? It doesn't keep a scorecard of wrongs. It's not proud. It's not self-serving. It's not self-seeking, right? True love always protects. It is an active protection, right? It trusts. It is built on a foundation of trust, and it's built on this idea that we see the best in the one we love. It is hopeful that way, and we understand that it's an attitude, not just a feeling, and that because of a common ground, we can play together and we can have a joy-filled relationship together and we can rejoice together and build a wonderful, wonderful relationship. How do you know if it's the one? Well, these are 8 things to consider. Go through them. Do the checklist, right? And I hope these things help you. I know they've helped me. If you like what you see in this video, if one thing in this video helped you, would you do something for me? Would you click the little like button? If 2 things were helpful for you, would you consider subscribing to our new channel? I'd love you to join the Lifetree Guild, and we'd love to get to know you. I look forward to our future together, and God bless you, and we'll see you in the next video.